All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the Supreme Strife semi-finals. Here we go, guys. We are in Team Pink. We are going to be fighting against GV77 straight off the opening here of the match. I need to quickly heal. I'm gonna have to use these speed ups maybe. Hurry up, let's go. Weird rule with Supreme Strife, it won't let you enter the match unless you have a completely healed hospital there, even though I had barely any troops in the hospital. Sorry guys, sorry. Okay, so here is 2377. This is who we're going to be fighting, guys, right here. This is what the map looks like. So we got 2377. They're allied with MTR up here. They're also allied with 2489 and Team Vita. And then on our team, so this is like a 4-team Diplo. We have 60 GT fighting for our side. They're going to be engaging on this left-hand side straight away with Team Vita and heading up towards 2489. We also have BTA. These guys are pretty strong. I think this is from Kingdom 1473. So they're from BTA. And then we also have Team 1 allied with us directly below our location here. So battle is about to start, guys. Okay, so the battle has officially begun here, and we have our first flag placement. We also have that 2377 flag placement down as well. So there's going to be a very early clash here between the two sides. You got to keep in mind as well, 2377 is definitely a much more powerful side than ours. So we are going to be fighting players like Mr. Hope. You can see Mr. Hope is already coming in straight away. There's BT Sarborg as well. So there's some very big players on this team. Let's quickly take a look at the other side as well. So we have a lot of flags being placed down right now. 2377 are more focused on our side, so they're going to be bringing their whole murder ball over here by the looks of things. Okay, Team 1 looks like they are going to be building towards us immediately here. So here comes Team 1. They are starting to head towards this upper direction, maybe towards this circle. BTA are building on the left-hand side there to support 60 GT as well. And it looks like, so this is going to be a big clash as well between 2489 and GT in a little while. Someone already has their siege hitting us here. Okay, this flag is going to be done in less than 1 minute. Their flags are going to be done. Okay, we had a slightly faster build time than 2377. So hopefully with that in mind, once this flag is done, we should at least be able to get the next flag down. And here comes the engagement. It looks like 2377, they are coming in hard here to engage. Here we go, guys. This is the first engagement of today. This is the semi-final of Supreme Strife right now. There's that next flag down. As you can see, just down below there, that next flag has been placed by a Team Pink. I'm also wondering if we are going to be placing another flag up here or not, because now might be the only opportunity that we have to place that next flag down. We'll have to see what happens with that, but at least we do have that early build advantage over 2377. Our flag seemed to have built faster than theirs. They are starting to clear us out here a little bit. You can see that they are starting to gain some advantage here on the field. I mean, they might not necessarily have more players than us. I think the numbers are probably fairly even. It's more the fact that their players are going to be 3 times our size or more. Let me just bring the rest of these marches out. Oh, what's up, Ray? Welcome to the stream, Ray. Thank you for joining, bro. My boy's in 1 gonna help. I'm sure of it. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Yeah, we were having a little look at 1 earlier. I saw them building towards like this direction, so that's very promising. And obviously we're going to be looking forward to getting some support off Team 1 shortly. So right now what you guys are seeing is basically just that one-on-one engagement here between Team Pink and GV77. So obviously they are clearing us up here. Like, they are clearly the strongest team. There's no doubt about it. They are the strongest team in this Supreme Strife. There's no hiding that fact. But the question is, we have Team 1 coming in very soon, hopefully. And they are a very strong team as well. I think that is the 2nd strongest team in the map. So when we team up with Team 1 and we start engaging with them against 2377, then we might actually have some opportunity to push them back. But obviously in this 1v1, it's just like, it's pretty brutal, as you can see. It's just pretty brutal, guys. All right, so let's take a quick look. So this is what the flag placements are looking like right now. So we've got a lot of flags being placed down. There's going to be a lot of people building as well. There's the Team 1 flag line. So you can see they are building towards that circle with their back flag line. And they also have that front flag line heading towards our front as well. It's going to be done in 18 seconds. So we have some nice flags being placed down. I'm just going to TP in a second as well. Okay. Get a little bit closer to the action. There's Grey Worm here. So Grey Worm is one of our leaders. I'm just gonna go quickly try to jump in there. Can I? No. Okay, those are already full. That's good. We already have full flags. Yeah, that's already full. Alright, so here comes some 2377 guys. They're starting to get pushed off our territory a little bit here. So we're only around 10 minutes into the match so far. This is going to be a very long battle ahead, guys. We have a potential 4-hour battle today. And as I said, it is the semi-finals. So everyone is wanting to get into that top 4 so they can proceed to the grand final next week. We had the semi-final match earlier. I think that also concluded already. And this is now Team B. Or sorry, not Team B. Match B of the semi-finals. Let's take a quick look at the packed kills here. So you can see there, 2377 already in the top for kills. We have had that early engagement with 2377, and they're clearly getting the better trades against us with the stats here in kills. Dutone, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you coming to say hi, man. We're just 10 minutes into the match here. And we are going to be getting stopped in our tracks against 2377 with this flag. It looks like this is our first touch point. Or maybe not first touch point, but it is either way, it is a touch point, so once they can start like swarming these flags down, we're going to be in trouble because, as I said, guys, these players in 2377 are extremely tough, and I'm sure that they're going to be getting ready to swarm down these flags immediately. Especially if they start pushing us off the field. So we don't want to lose the field and like just give them a free pass to swarm the flag. I'm not sure exactly what the time is looking like for Team 1 to arrive in this location. We are 12 minutes into the game. So far, it has been that 1v1, and we are expecting some reinforcements at some point from Team 1. So I know that they were building earlier towards this location. But this is really only the early battles happening right now, and then later on it's going to be a lot more intense as well around the circle of the map. So obviously, to proceed to the next round, you do need to get in the top 4 for the occupation score. So no one has occupation score right now. You need to get the circles to do that. So really, that's what everyone is going to be trying to, like, aiming to do here. Looks like you're getting the flag line you need. Let's see. Yep, we're getting some good flags down, and like it looks as though we will be meeting up with Team 1 here shortly. Maybe in the next 15 minutes. There's probably going to be flags next to each other with Team 1. That's the 2377 flag, so they are getting there pretty fast as well. This is what the rest of the map looks like right now. You can see Team Vito is definitely building in a very, like, defensive manner here. So that's what's happening, guys. We also have MTR. This is the ally of 2377. They are slowly heading down towards this location as well. So everyone is anticipating a huge battle around this circle. This is right where our team is at the moment. People are anticipating a very big battle ahead. Okay, we are defending this flag for now, so this is obviously good. And I do need to just be conscious as well, not to take too many sevs at the moment. Because like I said, this is a 4-hour match. And you can see, like, when the power goes down, it doesn't go back up. So the way this game mode works is you basically just take deads. Like, you get them back after the game, but that's basically how this game mode works, so you need to conserve troops. I agree. Like, we have a long game ahead today. And I'm not like a massive amount of power or anything. Like, I'm not like a big Kraken. I mean, fortunately, I had enough power to be able to participate in this game mode and, like, join this team Pink. But just, like, the reality is, you know, we're going up against players like Mr. Hope and Wild Lion, BT Cyborg. Those are the kind of players that we're going up against in this game mode. There's Mr. Hope swarming that garrison right here. You can see Mr. Hope and Wild Lion are just swarming. They don't care, guys. These players do not care. They will swarm all day. Good morning to you, Lady Gara. Welcome to the stream. Good morning to you. I wasn't expecting to see you this early. Guys, look at this. We actually got a burn on the 2377 flag as well. That was a little bit unexpected. I wasn't expecting us to get a burn here, so that's great news. Alright, we need to go and assist our building flag over here. Because I think they are also trying to slow us down as much as they possibly can. The longer that they can slow us down, the better off it is going to be for them. Savki is here. Welcome, Savki. Bro, good to see you, Savki. Always good to see you, man. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well, Savki. Alright, that flag here looks like it's pretty safe for now. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good, bro. Ooh, look at this, guys. Look at this. 2377 flag they just placed here. We might be able to swarm this flag. If the timing works out, we might actually be able to swarm this flag. Depending on how fast they get there, we might have the opportunity to swarm this. But yeah, Savki, we have the semi-finals today, bro. Semi-finals for Supreme Strife. So it's a pretty exciting day here, bro. And we're versing 2377. You can see we have one of the toughest opponents that we're facing right now. 2377 with 2 big players makes these things easier for them. Absolutely. Absolutely. They definitely have the early advantage. In terms of this 1v1, they are stronger than our team, like in the 1v1 scenario. But as we were saying earlier, like we're going to be teaming up with Team 1 shortly. And we're kind of, it looks like, just to quickly show you, everyone's sort of building now towards this circle. And once we all get there, things are going to get very interesting. Good luck, brother. All my support with you always. Dude, I really appreciate it, Savki, man. It means a lot, man. Every time you come in the chat, say hi. It means a lot. If you guys want to show your support as well, don't forget to, well, make sure that you drop a like as well on the stream today, because that support helps me to grow as well. So we probably won't be able to swarm that flag because the 2377 presence here is honestly just too strong for us to really do anything. What do we have here? We have MTR. Okay, that's the ally of 2377. So MTR is coming in. And honestly, it feels like we're getting extremely overrun. I'm not going to lie. We're definitely getting overrun. We're getting a 2v1 right now. We were already struggling in that 1v1 against 2377. And now the ally MTR is kind of arriving as well. But I mean, they might be facing Team 1 somewhere else that we can't see right now on the map. You're getting Sanger? Absolutely. That's exactly what is happening to us. Well, MTR kind of disappeared somewhere else, so I'm guessing they're probably fighting Team 1 right now. We'll go take a look in a second, because they all sort of just disappeared. They were there for a moment, they all disappeared. Alright, so what's happening over here? MTR. Yeah, so this is what's happening, guys. Team 1 is only a few clicks away. They're not that far away. It's only 23 kilometers away from our city. And actually, we already have some of our players here. Grey Worm is already TPing in. And we have Team 1. This is our ally. And they are fighting the MTR team. That is the... MTR is the side fighting on the 2377 side. You can see there's some familiar players here, like Makote is on this team as well. Makote is here fighting for Team 1. There's some more players coming in as well. So the flag lines are getting very, very close here. Okay, it looks like once this flag is done, I think we are going to be touching the circle. So it is possible we might get the first occupation. Potentially, we might get the first occupation of this circle. We'll have to see what happens there. And like I said, I'm just sort of trying like to conserve my troops as well. We know this is a really, really long game. Oh, look at this flag. An Arthur Garrison. Here's Fluffy here. This is the King of 2902, by the way. Fluffy is the King of 2902. That's the kingdom that I'm in here with my alt account. All right, let me just get an idea of what is happening, like in terms of markers. So just give me 1 second, guys. While I just go check that. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had to go check some markers, what is happening here. So I think I'm going to start TPing over here. Okay, so you can see this flag is going to be done in 15 seconds. And we are going to be touching this this circle here. So we definitely need some more players to start making their way over towards this circle. And fortunately, we have a huge presence from Team 1 here. So these guys are helping us out. And it looks like we might be able to get the first occupation. Against all odds, we might be beating 2377 in terms of that first occupation of this circle. So we're going to help get this occupation. I need to go kill these barbarians as well, because as soon as they reach the circle here, they kind of like instantly heal it. All right, it looks like we've got the occupation. Amazing. Look at that, guys. We literally got the first occupation and we beat 2377. Our flags were faster at reaching the circle, which is really, really good for our side. And we also have Team 1 flags are just behind the circle here. They're going to be wrapping around this circle very soon. And it looks like the ally of 2377, MTR, are actually a little bit delayed with their build. It looks like they are a little bit delayed with their build, just in comparison to the other flag lines here. Let's go take a really, really quick look at GT. So this is GT. They are currently swarming down the circle as well. So GT are going to get the first capture. And they're just fighting against 2489 over here. This is GT and 2489. Just to get an idea of the other side of the map on what's going on over here, guys. So this is 2489, Team Vita, and they are all fighting against 60 GT. We also have the BTA players as well. So that's just what is happening on the other side of the map to give you guys an idea. So this is a really big early win for us, guys. A really big early win, getting that first capture of the circle. And things are looking pretty decent right now. The fact that we have Team 1 field over here. We also have another very offensive flag that we've just placed. All right, let's get over there. This is going to be prone to being swarmed down. Oh, this is going to be very prone to being swarmed down. I can't even get in the flag. All right, let's just keep March kind of ready to jump in case they start swarming. Whoa. I don't want to do that. All right, here comes Team 1. So Team 1 is actually heading back over here now. I need to fix something actually in the filter mode. Let me get rid of allied troops. There we go. Let me change that as well. Okay, I needed to fix some settings quickly there. So MTR is also moving back over here. So they are trying to help as much as possible. But Team 1 with our team alongside Team Pink, we're doing really well here, guys. Hopefully we can maintain this position. You got to keep in mind, like I said earlier, though, there's a lot of Krakens as well from 2377, and they're just going to basically have like unlimited troops. And the rest of us here are on a very limited capacity in terms of how much field fighting we're actually going to be able to do. You know, there's not that many players with 1 billion power that can just... They don't really care about the limitations, so... But we've definitely had a very strong opening. What's up, Philly? Welcome back to the stream, man. Good to see you back. So for those of you guys who are just joining the stream, this is the semi-final of Supreme Strife today, and we are versing 2377 right here. There's a lot of big battles happening right here, and we did just get the first capture of this circle, guys. So this is the circle here, and we did manage to get the first capture of that. So the occupation points are currently going up as well. So you can see we are in rank number 2 here. 2489 also have one of the first captures on their side. GT has their other capture. That's what the score looks like right now. Let's go. Welcome, Red Wolf. Welcome, bro. Just give me 1 second, guys. You want to see who's rank 1 in like individual kills? All right, let's go have a look. So we have Fluffy from our team. Oh no, sorry, that's not Fluffy from our team. We actually, it's so weird. We actually have 2 Fluffies fighting each other. That is so weird to look at. Look at this. We have Fluffy here, same avatar, fighting in Team Pink, and he's actually fighting himself from 2377. He's literally fighting himself right now. That is so weird. This is obviously his small account, and his big account is in the 2377 team. And then Chizgul is actually in rank number 2, and we have Mr. Hope in rank number 3. So that's what the rankings look like. I can't believe Fluffy has to fight himself. That's just so weird. Yeah, it's going to be a very long game today. Really, really long game. That's the points here right now. So each team has really only just had their first occupation. And the score is going to be trickling in. And obviously there's going to be a race as well to get towards this ziggurat, if you want to call it. Really, it's called the Supreme Spire. So that's going to be interesting. It looks like 2489 is going to get there as well, but they are going to have to fight BTA again and GT. They have a pretty fast flag line getting towards that zig. In all honesty, though, I think 2489 and MTR might get there faster, maybe. Oh no, actually the GT flag is doing really well. So that's going to be interesting in the middle of the map here. All in on pink this week. Sorry if I jinx you guys. Let's go, dude. I hope that it won't jinx us. Yeah, GT is very professional with their flag building, that's for sure. Very professional. So I guess they are going to have like one of the fastest flag builds that you can possibly see. But I'm thinking this is really where like the battling is going to be happening for pretty much most of the game. Because if 2377, if they take this not Supreme Spire, if they take this circle from us, like obviously we're going to be in trouble. So hopefully we can also maintain this reinforcements from Team 1. There's absolutely no way we can do it without Team 1 helping us out here. It just would never be possible. And they are definitely overrunning us here. That flag is also in trouble. That flag is definitely going to go down, I think. Team 1 are sort of coming over to try to help, but they already got the burn. So this was a pretty aggressive flag from our side to get that flag placed in front of the Supreme Circle. And like, I guess what's difficult about this as well is obviously Team 1 is the stronger team, like than we are, Team Pink. But we still have to hold the garrison like in front of Team 1. It would be better if it was the other way around. Like, let's say if Team 1 was over here and we were kind of behind them, like that would obviously be way better. But that's just not how the map is. Like, obviously, we have to hold the territory first. That's just how it is. Good job on getting the first occupation. That was a major win, honestly. Like, a really major win early on to get that first occupation. There's another building flag there currently being, or it was at least being swarmed down. And I think this is definitely the type of match where like we are going to be basically using every last troop that's available to us. And really, the one thing that 2377 have on their side is like, you know, this is a battle of attrition. And the longer that they keep fighting, like eventually they're going to be the only ones left with troops. So even though we have like the first occupation, it's definitely in their favor to just keep pushing on like this. And we're going to be in trouble, like, you know, at the end of the match, probably. Towards the end of the game. So absolute madness is happening over here. There's basically just like 4 teams right here on the screen. So you got Team Pink alongside the yellow team. That is Team 1. And we are fighting 2377. And also MTR is, you know, somewhere in this murder ball as well. So there's basically like 4 teams all fighting here in this one spot. You guys are doing great. I see more sad faces on their side. Like, that's the thing, Lady Gara. I think we're doing well right now. I agree with you. We're doing well. But, like, it's concerning to think about this is a game mode where you do run out of troops. So, you know, later on when that happens, when that starts to happen, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. You know, if 2377 are the only team with troops left towards the end of the game, like, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So it's in their interest to just, like, 2377 to just keep fighting us like crazy here, because this is obviously going to wear us out, you know, slowly. But definitely for now, we are doing well. And at least we are getting some occupation score as well. Because honestly, like, I wasn't even really expecting us to get the first occupation. I'm not going to lie, guys. I really was not expecting that. Like, I fully expected 2377 to get the first capture at least. And then I thought maybe, you know, later on in the game, we might be able to get it back off with the help of Team 1, but I'm really happy that we did get the first occupation. So that is definitely something to be happy about, getting that first occupation. Even against like a very tough team like 2377. We had that faster flag build in the early opening of the match. Same here. It's crazy that you guys got it. It really is. But I mean, at the same time though, like, the really funny thing about this game mode that I've talked a little bit about before is because it's like, it's basically a game mode of Wales, right? It's pretty much a game mode of Wales. But the funny thing about like playing with Wales only, a lot of the time Wales don't like building flags. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the time, who do we rely on most to build flags, guys? Just think about it. It's usually not Wales, that's for sure. So, you know, when we have a game mode full of Wales and there's no like people that are used to flag building, that's all they do, things get interesting. Things get interesting, guys. It really forces like everyone to just rethink how they normally play. And I think that also sort of showed like 2377, they're obviously extremely strong on the field. But we did have that slightly faster flag build. You guys were probably cooked without the first occupation. True. Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys. 2377 flag is getting swarmed down right now. Oh, GG's to that flag. That flag is done. Beautiful work there. Getting the burn on that flag. Obviously with the enormous amount of support on the field from Team 1. Let's just get a quick map overview of what's happening. Okay, so this is what the map is looking like right now, guys. So it looks as though every team is just a few flags away from reaching that middle of the map here, where there's going to be a battle over the Zig. GT are just a few flags away. So there's going to be some pretty crazy stuff happening in the middle of the map here in a little while. Why is this burning? That's got to be an accidental burn, right? That has to be an accidental burn. That flag isn't even touching our enemy. It's literally touching our, like, ally. Oh, there's a lot of MTR guys over here. So they obviously are trying to slow down our flag builds. All right, let me get an idea of the markers. Give me a second, guys. Just got to go check the markers. All right. So pretty much everything is still happening around this location. We're probably not going to get in that flag there because that's being surrounded by MTR. They're obviously trying to slow us down. Just TP over there. Why is it not letting me TP there? There we go. We're definitely losing a little bit of field presence. I mean, there's still like some of us up here, but it feels like losing a little bit of field presence. I guess there's going to be... Yeah, so MTR is kind of occupying us a little bit over here as well. They're definitely slowing down our builds. So that's... I guess they've been told to go slow down our build on this side. So 2377 is putting a lot of pressure in this location here. I think, yeah, okay, they are touching the circle as well. They technically are touching the circle here. So they can actually launch rallies and so on. Let's go. Petrovic, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. So we're about 45 minutes into the game here. And you can see the occupation score just over here to give you guys an idea of what's happening in terms of score. And right now we are in rank number 2. We have to finish up in rank number 4 to proceed to the grand final next week. So hopefully that will happen, guys, and we can go all the way to the grand final. That'll be pretty amazing if that happens. So far we've been doing really well. We did get the early, like, first occupation of that circle. We're also kind of keeping in the back of our minds, the ziggurat is going to be... There's going to be like a fight over the ziggurat shortly, guys. This would be great if you reach the grand final. I really hope so. Only thing I hope, Lady Gara, though, is if we go to the grand final next week, I kind of hope that it won't be at 4 o'clock in the morning again. Like, literally the last 3 weeks in a row, I've been waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to play Supreme Strife. So, I mean, I kind of hope if the next match, if we make it to the grand final, I kind of hope it's like not at 3 o'clock in the morning. Most likely it will be, because that just seems to be my luck. You've been watching every week as well? Oh, you feel my pain, Lady Gara. You feel my pain. I'm so glad that you're in 2359 with me now, Lady Gara. I'm never going to be alone again. There's always going to be someone else suffering with me. When you get a chance, can you share the team ranks? Like, as in for kills? Alright, there's the kills. There's the kill rankings for you guys. Have a look at that. That's the kill rankings right now. Yup, in the land down under. Let's go. Let's go, Lady Gara. You know who else is actually coming to Australia? You've probably heard. Dirty Dan. So Dirty Dan is also a rock streamer, and he's moving to Australia like permanently. So all I can say to Dirty Dan is enjoy the time zone difference, because Americans don't know how good they have it in terms of like pass opening times and stuff. So that's going to be funny to see Dirty Dan try to transition to the land down under time zone. Alright, I'm going to have to go take a look at the rest of the map here in a minute. I want to see what's happening at the Supreme Spire. Let's just go retreat quickly here and go see what's happening. Okay, Supreme Spire. GT. Oh, look at that, guys. We have a lot of players here in the Supreme Spire. We have BTA troops. This is from 1473. We have 60 GT, a couple of 60 GT players coming in. Also a few Team 1 players as well. Let's go back to packed points. I'm going to be honest, Team 1 don't really need to get this Supreme Spire. If anyone should take it, it's probably BTA should take it. I guess it doesn't really matter. This is the GT side, guys. So GT have some pretty good control over here by the looks of it. The Vita flags are all burning. This is the side against GT. 2489 flags are also burning. There's definitely like a lot less happening on this side of the map by the looks of things. Like compared to where we've been fighting so far, this doesn't seem as intense. Bro, can you please explain in short who is playing against who? Is 60 GT with you guys? Oh yeah, sorry to be confusing. All right, so basically I'll tell you guys the allies. All right, so I'm in team pink. I'm going to show you guys the allies that we have. So we have team 1. These guys are our ally. We also have BTA. They're our ally as well. And we have 60 GT as our ally. And then we are fighting Vita. 2489 is also the enemy. We have MTR is also another enemy. That's the blue team. And of course we have 2377. This is like the big team. This is actually the strongest team in the map, by the way. 2377 is the strongest team here. So that's who we were fighting early on. Very, very early on, that's who we were fighting. And now we are still fighting them. And we're kind of holding them at the moment around this supreme circle at the moment. Nice, thanks, bro. You have a chance to kick out the strongest team. Definitely, bro. That's the aim. The goal is to be able to proceed to the next round, which is going to be the grand final. If we can get to the next round, we will be playing in the grand finale. So that is very, very exciting today to have that opportunity. Mr. Hope and Shizgul there in the top ranking list for individual kill points. I wish you good luck. I bet 75% of my coins on you guys. Wow, dude. I appreciate that, Gilsbert. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So a lot of you guys also have some kind of personal investment in this game. And that's also thanks to the recent Supreme betting feature that was introduced. And I think that's a really cool feature because, like I said, it does make the rest of the players, you know, kind of more invested. They actually have something to lose and something to win. And it's a lot more exciting as well than like the Grand Prix betting, because like you can actually win gems. You know, you got to use gems to bet, so there's a lot more at stake. What power are you now? Let me see my power. 121 million power. So I'm actually like already quite low in power, to be honest. Considering that we still have 3/4 of the game left. And we've already used up 20 million power. So I do need to, like, you know, be conservative with the power. That's definitely a good point. That's why I'm not trying to just like rush in randomly all the time. Because, you know, like I said, guys, once you lose the power, it's gone. You don't get it back in this game mode. And this is going to be a very long game. We're only just now approaching the first hour of the game is coming to an end. Exactly, we still have 3 hours to go. So I don't really want to like use up all my power right now if I can help it. Is 60 GT fourth? Let's see. 60 GT is fourth right now. So that's the occupation score. Alright, I'm just gonna jump in that Supreme Circle over here with one of my marches. Hey, I appreciate it, Ethan. Thank you for wishing us good luck, bro. Yeah, very, very long match ahead. So that's, like I said, that's why I'm sort of playing, you know, a little bit conservatively. I'm trying not to, like, kill off all of my troops immediately here. We've got a long game today. .2377 troops, they are getting a little bit closer here to the circle than what I would like to see here. Well, look at that. There's a few aggressive troops moving in. I don't even know where that guy is going. But fortunately, we're still able to hold them from fully, like, getting to the circle here. This is really our only hope of winning, guys, of making it to the next round, is we have to hold this circle for as long as we possibly can and prevent 2377 from taking it from us. Obviously, 2377 are going to be going all in as well. They know that their only chance of really getting to the next round is they have to take this circle from us. That is the only way they're going to be able to get to the next round. So it's just going to be a super intense fight. Oh, we have a flag getting swarmed down. There's literally a flag being swarmed down right now, guys. Can I jump in the flag? Yes, I can. Yes, I jumped in the flag. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's take a look at the map. All right, so we have BTA over here that have just taken the Supreme Strife or the Supreme Spire. So that is 1473. Team 1 is in rank number 1. We got GT in rank number 2. 2489 in rank number 3. And we have Team Pink. We are now in rank number 4. Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go do something for a minute there. They're still not rallying our flag or anything yet. Might actually just quickly swap out that and then just put my cav in there. I'm just going to do that instead, because obviously that's going to be better than infantry. Seeing as that is a cavalry garrison. BTA. This is the Supreme Spire right now. Look at all this action at the Supreme Spire. There's some big action happening over down there. Well, here comes the rally, guys. There's a rally on the Supreme Spire. I'll just go move back and prepare to swarm. Okay, we're gonna swarm down this rally. So one thing that is probably going to happen soon is you can see BTA is in rank 5 right now. This is our ally, by the way. But they are getting 10 points per second because they do have the Supreme Spire. So probably what's going to happen is they're going to end up getting more points than us at some point. BTA. This is the yellow team. But if that happens, so one thing I'm a little bit concerned about is obviously we still have 2489 that is currently ranked number 3. So I'm a little bit concerned that if we can't get to 2489, if we can't take this circle of theirs, you know, I'm a little bit concerned. Maybe they will be able to proceed to the next round. 2489. I mean, obviously it's going to be a long game today. It's going to be a very long game. Don't worry, bro. It's all calculated. Let's see, bro. I hope so. I mean, I know it's a long game. I know it's a really long game. There's plenty of time to like work things out. And like the game itself is going to like eventually settle down with all the points and stuff. GT has to cut 89. That's what they're going to have to do at some point. We still have 2 hours and 50 minutes. This definitely is where a lot of the action is happening right now. If GT takes the Zig for just a bit, BTA is cooked. BTA is on our team, bro. Red Wolf, BTA is on the same team as GT. We're all on the same team, bro. It's the bottom teams. Bottom teams are allied along with the right hand side. We're all allies, bro. Yeah, we're all allies. Nah, that's all good, man. That's all good. I know it's confusing because, like, there's different allies every week. And there's always, like, new teams being involved, so... It's always a little bit confusing to keep up with the allies of each match. It's bottom and right versus top left. Exactly, exactly. One will probably delete flags to let you have their circle later. Yeah, I mean, we don't really want that right now anyway, because obviously we need as much assistance as we can get. But yeah, you are right. Like, that also could be a possibility for us at some point in the game. But we definitely need to, like, keep an eye out on 2489. 2489 are also going to be, like, thinking that as well. They're going to be thinking about, you know, trying to maintain a top 4 position. Because, you know, if they are able to maintain a top 4 position, it basically means one of the teams from our side will not be able to proceed to the grand finale next week. Because only the top 4 teams will be proceeding today, guys. So this is like an elimination round. Obviously, that's how Supreme Strife works. The whole tournament is an elimination. Every round, only the top 4 teams will proceed. So we've done well so far to get to the semi-final. But obviously today is like the really big test for us, going up against 2377 and some of the other really big teams. This is definitely the big test today. It's also a test for them now as well. Yeah, it's a test for everyone today, bro. It's a test for everyone. This is really like the first, you know, super competitive match that we've seen for Supreme Strife. I mean, I know that there probably was like a decently competitive match last week as well, but it definitely wasn't in the one that I played. Like, if you guys saw my stream last week, we literally ended it after like an hour because there was nothing happening. We were just building flags. And I had to end the stream early because like I wasn't going to stream 4 hours of building flags. Yeah. I don't think you guys want to watch me build flags for 4 hours. That would not be that enjoyable. Where's that rally going? Oh, it's going to our flag. There's a rally on the flag. It's in Attila. I'm not going to swarm that. I'm not going to swarm that, guys. Just let the garrison do its job. There's still a couple of people swarming anyway. Let's just see the report. Yeah, no, the garrison is holding up pretty well. It's doing its job. Last round, you got my biggest percentage increase of coins from all the bets. Oh, nice. Let's go. Oh, nice report from the QSH YSG. Okay, let's see what's happening. So GT, no, not GT, BTA have a flag they're placing above the Supreme Spire. They have a lot of field up here, guys. BTA, they have a massive amount of field. So it looks like they're going to slowly start pushing out MTR very soon. I also see TJ Stone. TJ Stone, my friend. My friend TJ Stone is there. That's good to see a familiar name that I know. And then GT are still on the offensive over here against 2489 as well. Oh, I just saw Ihara. There's Ihara fighting over there. I know Opti as well. Oh my god, there's so many of these players I know. I know Opti is an old friend of mine. So many names I recognize here. And then I think everyone's going to start focusing on 2489 very soon here, guys. Guys, are you also seeing this? There's also, we are building some flags over here towards 2377. Things could get very interesting for 2377. with these flags that are being placed, that could get very interesting, guys. Look at that. I like it. Force 2377 to go on the defensive. Potentially after that next flag. Hey, bro, I ain't giving out any markers, bro. There's no alliance markers I'm giving out. It's okay. I'm being very careful not to share any alliance markers. How many of you chasing a 1 million Auric payout on pink? You know what, Red Wolf? I actually wish I had a voted on pink as well. Like, I actually felt like it was bad luck to vote on myself at least twice in a row. So I didn't even vote on myself, but I kind of wish I had of. You guys are going to have a really good payout if we win this, if we get to the next round. You guys are going to have a great payout. For sure. How much of a payout are you guys actually going to get? $400% give or take. Oh my god, that is insane. That is insane. I can't believe you guys are going to get that much of a payout. All right, we got some swarmers over here. Let me just go jump in that flag. Yo, why did I get kicked from the flag? Yeah, we're not even gonna get in there. Damn. So they sort of TP'd back over here, 2377. I guess they saw that we were trying to cut them. And they TP'd back over. That's the report from the swarm, guys. I mean, it was smart to use a Jadwiga Attila garrison, because the Attila definitely does bring some counter-attack. And they obviously swarmed pretty heavily on that flag, so that was a nice garrison choice. Actually, probably at 3 times with the increased bets on pink. You guys are so lucky if you get that bet, honestly. You're gonna get like a really, really good payout. I mean, I should also be getting a decent payout as well, but it's not going to be like as high as what you guys are getting. Who did I bet on? So I ended up taking the safe bet, and I actually bet on the 60 GT. Just because I knew that that was going to be the safest like bet. So that's who I bet on. So I kind of wish I had a bet on myself now. I kind of wish I had a bet on Team Pink. You bet on BTA? That's also like a pretty good payout as well for BTA. Still pretty good payout even on GT. I have all in on BTA this time. Nice. So you guys obviously had a slightly like more riskier bet than what I did. But you guys are going to have a much better payout, which is very, very good. And hopefully I'll get a decent payout on the GT bet as well. I put like 200,000 coins on GT. That's who I bet on. 200,000 coins on GT is how much I bet. So I don't know how much I'm going to get from 200,000 coins on GT. I hope you all advance. I hope so too. I mean, even besides like the actual betting aspect of things, I mean, it would just be fun to play in the grand finale. That would be pretty sick to actually say that like in the first ever Supreme Strife tournament, you know, I got to play or I got to like proceed to the grand finale. That would be pretty awesome to be able to say that. Like out of 64 teams actually even starting in the tournament and then making it all the way to the grand finale, only those top 8 teams are going to have that opportunity. That will be a pretty nice achievement. You know, whether you actually win or lose in the grand final, just participating in the grand final is already a massive achievement for anyone who can get there. Hats off if your allies work together and get all of you through this round. Let's see, bro. 2.5 hours remaining. So there's still obviously a lot of time left in this game. But like I said, we are going to be overtaken in points shortly by BTA. They are our allies, obviously. But like the point is, one of the teams on the allied side is going to be in the bottom 4. Like we're going to be knocked out of the top 4 shortly. So then the question is if we can deal with catching up on points a bit later on, whether we need to take out 2489 or, you know, simply build to the supreme structure in the middle. Something is going to have to happen. If we are going to proceed to the grand final, something is going to have to happen in terms of like getting some of the points gained up. It's all calculated. Don't worry. All 4 are going to be qualified. There you go. So obviously something that I'm unaware of is happening in the background, and there is a clear calculation. So that's definitely good to know. Let's see how much power Chizgul has right now. Oh my god, he's already down to 94 million power. Whoa. Whoa, Chisgul. Where is he? Chisgul's in number 2. I don't think he's going to be able to keep going the way he's going. At the rate that he is fighting at, there is no way he's going to be able to keep fighting in that aggressive state that he's playing in. No way. 94 million power. He's almost out of troops. Chisgul's already almost out of troops, guys. He's not going to be able to keep fighting for long. Maybe Chisgul went a little bit too hard in the beginning. Oh, a lot of these players are getting low on troops. Look at this. Well, this player is obviously not. Even if you control 2 out of the 4 circles plus mid, it's enough to handle and make it all 4. Well, yeah, I agree, but it's also a matter of us, like, you know, eventually building towards the middle. And obviously now that's not a possibility, like, right now. Because I know, like, we're trying to clear up MTR, or Team 1 is trying to clean up MTR for us over here. Before, you know, that might be a possibility later on in the game to build towards the middle of the map. So I'm sure it's going to happen at some point. Like, obviously all the teams are going to be discussing that together, so it's going to happen at some point. We still have 2 hours and 30 minutes remaining. Okay. Alright, they're doing a little bit of a push here. They're all coming together now, 2377. This is really where they've been pushing for the majority of the game. Yell so bad, even 2v1 against 77. Thanks, bro. Even though we've had the Supreme, whatever this thing is called, the circle, we had the first occupation. But yeah, we're doing so bad. Yeah, there's basically like no MTR players in this area anymore. So I guess they're all going to be focusing up here. Last time I checked, 2377 is losing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Everyone just got teleported away. So MTR is starting to lose flags like crazy here. So obviously MTR have attempted to kind of put most of their pressure in the middle of the map. And they are slowly getting burnt off their position here. 2489 is starting to build some defensive flags as well. They're obviously thinking about the long term to try to maintain control of this circle. 2489. And really, that's the only team. That's the only team on the other side that's like currently in the top 4 at the moment. So, and they are starting to get those defensive flags built, or the back flags built. All right, let's go. Where is this Dragon Dance Rally going? Let's see. He's going over here to this flag. Let's go. All right, let's see how this rally goes. I think they're going to be unable to defend this flag here, most likely. There's the 2377 Fluffy account right there. So like I said, it's really weird because there's literally 2 Fluffies right now playing in this Supreme match. One of them is on 2377 and then the other one is in Team Pink. And it's the same player. He just has, you know, his big account is in 2377, so it's really weird. It must feel very strange for Fluffy to be fighting himself. Okay, let's get the rally report. Okay, rally report, let's see. There's the rally report. So a nice Attila Subotai rally there. And this flag is going to be burning very shortly here. So you can see in this game mode, the durability of flags is also quite low. Oh, they just started repairing it anyway. But yeah, the durability in general is like capped at 1000, so it definitely makes like a much faster paced game mode when playing Supreme Strife. Alright, where's this is probably the rally. Oh no, it's that flag over there. That's that flag. Alright, let's join this one as well. Let's join this rally as well. Nope, we can't even join that one. That's fine. Who is the ally? Hold on, I'll show you guys in a sec. Okay, so we're fighting 2377. We're fighting MTR. We're fighting 2489. And we're fighting Vita. And so on our side, we have 60 GT. We have BTA. We also have Team 1. And we have our team is Team Pink. That is the ally situation. Yeah, so it's bottom versus top. And also left versus right. Here is the kill rankings right now. So 2377 is all the way up in the top for kill rankings. GT just behind 2377 in rank number 2 for kills. And then obviously Team 1. Thanks anyway. I thought that the system make automatic allies top and bottom versus right and left. So unfortunately, there's no automatic allies. Like, it's all done by, you know, the in-game Diplo. Like, the teams basically decide, or they get to decide the allies themselves. That's how this game mode works. All right, what? The rally is going to be launching in less than 50 seconds here. So I guess we'll hang around the flags and get ready to support the rallies in a moment. There's a few MTR guys coming over now as well. All right, 10 seconds and we got our first rally. So hopefully we can get the burn on this flag. This should be the last burn, I think. I guess Chisgul is the garrison lead in that flag. We'll just have a quick look at that flag there. Oh, the Dragon Rally's already launching. All right, let's go support the Dragon Rally. Yeah, it's Chisgul Garrison, Gorgo, Tokugawa. Gorgo, Tokugawa Garrison. Yeah, I'm already swarming the flag for now. Let's go. Alright, we should be able to get the burn. There we go, we got the burn, nice. Let's go. Okay, let's see what these reports look like. This is the rally report. So the rally report is actually like, it's quite even really. I mean, it's slightly in our favor, but like very, very even. That's the rally and garrison directly there. Like nothing getting in the middle of the stats there. We got a nice little swarm there from the QSH. I mean, it's not really like a actual proper swarming march, but like, and then a pretty, you know, decent positive trade there from the Zug as well. You are dropping so much power during swarm. Like, look, it's still positive report. It's still positive report. It's not like I traded negatively or anything. Like, these are still positive reports, bro. Like, this is still like worse for them than it is for me. And same with this report as well. So it's not like I actually took like bad trades. Alright, we're not really doing anything up there for now. Oh, we got another rally launch. Let's try to join that rally again. GV77. Wait. Let me jump in this rally real quick. How did they get the repair on this flag again? Look at that. I thought that was going to be the last repair. And somehow they repaired it at 40 durability. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Why did my rally get kicked? There's definitely like a lot more opportunities to repair flags in this game mode. Like I said, it is a much more like faster paced game mode, but at the same time it's not. Like, yeah, there's less durability on flags. You know, that is true. But there obviously is also faster repairs happening. We already have someone swarming right now. Oh my god, look at this beast. This beast is already swarming the flag. Let's go. I guess that's going to be the last burn anyway, so. Yep. Nice. So we already got the last burn. You are building to the Spire and the mid now. Let's go. Let's go, bro. So if once we get to the middle, I guess that should secure our victory, hopefully. Hopefully that will be enough to secure our win. And also, this is the last flag from 2377 here. That is actually touching the circle, I believe. So once this flag is done, that means that we're gonna have like a secure hold on the circle as well. Like 2377, they won't be touching it anymore after we burn this next flag here, this one right here. Well, it's like basically an empty garrison anyway. Yo, Soli is here. Let's go, Soli. Let's go. Where's that Soli? The Soli emoji. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Drop that Soli emoji in the chat. What do you guys think of the new emoji that we just made for Soli? Let's go. Hope and Lion left already. It seems they are pretty pissed on the GV leadership. Oh wow, is that right? Why are they pissed? Why are they pissed? Hi Skinsy, enjoy your content. Go Pink, great team and great set of players. Yo, James, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate the support. I'm excited to... Well, I'm excited, you know, even today, just to be playing in the semi-final, and then next week, if we can get to the grand final, that's an even bigger achievement. So that's going to be pretty amazing if we get to play in that grand finale next week, guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We've been streaming Supreme Strife every single week here. I've been waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning for the past 3 weeks to bring you guys the Supreme Strife content. And next week, we'll likely be doing the same as well. Oh, look at that. Makote first on the leaderboard to get 500 million kill points here. What a absolute beast, Makote. Chisgill's already down to 85 million power, so he's almost done. Like, Chisgill's almost done. I don't know if he's going to be able to do very much more with 85 million power. He's almost out of troops. Makote is the GOAT. He's always the GOAT. Besides Soli. Soli is the GOAT. Soli is technically the GOAT. Let's go. Look at that. We literally have a taco for Soli. We literally have a taco. How many points are you guys behind 489 now to bump them out? That's the point difference right there. It's very, very close. So we're in rank 5 right now. But the thing is, 2489 is going to be in trouble because it looks like we are building towards the Ziggurat right now. Or the Supreme Spire. I always just call it the Ziggurat. But yeah, if we can basically take the Ziggurat, then we should be able to reach the top 5. You guys should take the Ziggurat or another circle. So really, like, honestly, it's actually very simple. It's actually very simple. All we have to do is build down here. We just have to take the Supreme Circle or the Supreme Strife for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes max. And then we can just go back to holding the circle, and we've already secured our top 4 position. That's all we have to do. That's literally all we have to do. So, as long as, like, you know, Team 1, if they just delete one flag for us, just temporarily, just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we take the Zig, hold it for that short time, and then we're done. Then we've secured our top 4. That's really all we have to do. So as long as we do that in the next couple of hours, then we've definitely secured our position for the grand finale next week. By the way, if you guys know who won, in the first semi-final, let me know in the comments. I actually don't know who won, by the way. If you guys do know who won, like, just let us know in the comments. Because I'm curious who won the first semi-final match. So we got DK18, OG, DS, and IN. Okay, so those are the winners from Team A. Oh, I mean, sorry, not Team A, from Group A of semi-finals. All right, so IN is going to be the big team, like, obviously from that Group A. So IN proceeding to the grand final, they're going to be a big contender, you know, for trying to win that title. So, and also like the way this game mode works is like every time you win a match, basically like every team can pretty much get an additional 5 players to join their team. So that also makes it quite interesting because it makes these games like more intense. Like technically every time you proceed to the next round, every team is going to have more players fighting on the field. So like, for example, let's see. Yeah, look at that. We have 60 members in our team right now. 60 members in our team. And next week, wait, oh, so Dutone said, isn't it 10 more players for the finals? That might be the case. I'm not exactly sure. But like, as in so far, every week, there's been an additional 5 players allowed to join the team. So, and maybe if Dutone is correct, we might have an additional 10 players for the grand finale. So that would be very interesting. Like it's gonna make it like a lot more intense. Imagine you have, 8 teams in the grand finale, all with like 70 players. It's gonna be pretty intense. It's already intense in the semi-final this week, but when you add in an extra 5 or 10 players per team as well, with each round, it's definitely going to become more intense. So like I said, if you guys enjoy the content and you want to see like what happens next week in the grand final, make sure that you subscribe. We've been streaming this every single week since the beginning. And it's all going to be coming to an end next week. The first grand final for Supreme Strife. This is the first ever tournament for Supreme Strife. It's obviously a new game mode that they introduced for players to participate in, outside of KVK. It's a competitive game mode for players to play outside of KVK. And it definitely makes, those off-season grinds a lot more interesting as well. Can you take players in from eliminated teams? Yeah, you can, bro. So, like, let's say for example, if 2377, they lose this game, right? And then Wild Lion wants to join a team next week. He can definitely do that. Like, he will be allowed to join a team next week. They can do that for sure. So yeah, even if 2377 lose, you're probably still going to see players like Wild Lion are probably still going to be playing in the next week's grand final. Like, they're most likely going to get picked up by like one of the other teams. That's pretty much how that works. I hope they make different leagues so us under 90 million power noobs can play. That would be nice as well. Like, I would like, more players to be able to participate in this game mode for sure. Oh, look at this, guys. This is going to be GG's. This is going to be GG's for 2377. Look at this. 1 minute for this flag to build. And that's going to be a nice clean cut there on the 2377 flag line. So they're going to be basically done after this flag builds and we get that burn. I mean, it sort of seems like they've almost given up at this point anyway. I think they've almost given up. What is happening? TCG VTOL, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. We're just in the middle of our Supreme Strife match here for the semi-final, and we're about to eliminate 2377. So yeah, we're doing good, man. We're doing really good. Oh, I don't actually need to be in this this flag anymore for garrison purposes. That would be cool, because this way it's hard for me to force my players to kill many troops in KVK, because they want to save nowadays their troops for the Supreme Strife. Yeah, I mean, that's like the one sort of bad thing is as well, is like you really have to have a lot of power to play, you know, in this game mode. If you don't have a lot of power, then like you're not going to be able to participate. So I guess like either you're a massive Kraken like Wild Lion, who is just automatically going to qualify, like he's literally over 2 billion power, he's just going to qualify no matter what. You know, or you're another type of player that just has a whole heap of power. Could you show the map and points? Can't look at it myself. Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So this is the points right now. That's the points. We're in rank number 5. And you have to be in the top 4 in order to proceed to the next round. So 2489 are our enemy, so we need to overtake them, and we're very, very close to overtaking them. And this is what the map here looks like right now. So purple team is obviously 2489. They've been doing their absolute best to defend their circle. That really has been their only hope. 2489's only hope of proceeding to the next round was by holding this circle here. But you can see now the allied side, like we're obviously on this team here, and right now we have a really, really nice hold on the map, and you can see that we are building this flag here, this flag that is currently being built. So we're going to be basically touching the ziggurat very shortly. Once this flag gets built, I guess what's going to happen is Team 1, they're probably going to delete this flag for us, right? They might just delete this flag. And then basically we can just place one more flag down. And we can take that Supreme Spire. So once we get the Supreme Spire, that's basically GG's for 2489. Again, looking at the points right now, 2489 are only just barely ahead of us with like 200 points. That's not much of a difference. And as soon as we take this Supreme Spire, 2489 are basically going to be eliminated from this match. And that should basically secure our win. That should secure Pink's win today and allow us to proceed to the grand final next week. And 2377 are almost giving up here, I think. It seems like they're almost giving up. Can't really say I blame them at this point, but like that's just what is sort of happening right now on the map. You're definitely starting to see 2377 players disappearing. They're losing motivation here. So all the flags are burning from 2377. And yeah, things are looking, you know, very good for our side. I'm being attacked by Wild Lion right now. Wild Lion is going crazy, attacking everyone. So Wild Lion is obviously not giving up yet. He's still fighting us. You're so hyped for the finals next week? Dude, so am I. I'm so excited to have that opportunity. I never expected myself to like go all the way to the final in Supreme Strife. The first ever tournament of Supreme Strife. Honestly, I never expected myself to actually be playing in the grand final. I never expected that to happen. And we're only 1 week away now from that happening. If I knew I could buy Oryx every week, I would have had at least 500k payout. I need to be happy with only 240k. Oh my god. That's crazy. By the way, going back to TCG Vitol's message earlier, I also had my bet. I already told you guys earlier in the chat. I also placed my bet on GT. I wish I had placed it on my team now, like, because that actually would have had a slightly better payout. But I did bet on GT, so obviously that's still going to be decent. They're still going to have a pretty good payout as well. And I put it on 200k coins on GT. So let's see how much of a payout that's going to be. It should be a pretty decent payout though. If someone can tell me right now in the chat, if someone can tell me, like, because I can't see how I can't open up the events, like, because I'm in the middle of the game. If someone is in the game right now and they're not playing in Supreme Strife, can you guys tell me how much was bet on 2377? Please let me know. How much coins were bet on 2377? I'm very curious. I know it was a lot. It was a very high number, I know that. Let me know, guys. What's the number of coins that was bet on 2377? 420 million. Oh my god, that is humongous. So a lot of players that bet 420 million are going to be losing everything today. They're going to be losing everything today on their bet. So I really hope that you guys are not part of that group of people that bet on 2377 today, because you don't want to be losing that much coins. That is absolutely insane. I'm sure the players that did bet on 2377 are going to be feeling very nervous right now. Oh my god. 50% loss on the bet. I mean, still, like, we're talking about, like, real gems that people have bet on. Like, that could potentially be 10,000 gems that people are losing just from this one match. Or maybe even more. I mean, I don't know how much like coins people have. I'm sure some people had like a lot of coins. So I guess anyone who is going to win today, to be honest, no matter really who you bet on, I think anyone who is going to win with their bet is going to end up having a pretty decent payout today. Like, even if you bet on GT, and GT was the safe bet, guys. That was literally the safe bet. And they're probably going to have a pretty good payout as well. The betting is really bad in this event. People betting on pink will get 2 times back. Crazy. Dude, honestly, anyone who bet on Team Pink, like, I have respect for you guys. Like, honestly. Like, the faith that you guys had in our team to be able to bet on us like that. Like, honestly, it was a risky bet. I'm not gonna lie. That was a risky bet. You guys who bet on Team Pink, you guys are absolute ghosts. Alright, there goes all the cities, by the way. That's sort of GG's for 2377. So they just lost, like, all of their territory. In just, like, one moment right there. They lost all of their territory. Did you bet on pink with your main? So, unfortunately, Mark, I did not. I bet on GT with both of my accounts. So, like, I mean, I shouldn't really say unfortunately. Like, it's still obviously a good bet. Like, it's a solid bet. We're still going to get a good payout. But, like, yeah, I mean, looking back on it, dude, I definitely wish that I had a bet on Team Pink. I should have bet on myself, bro. I should have bet on myself. But anyway, like I said, I can't really say unfortunately I bet on GT. I mean, look, I took a safe bet. I can respect that you guys took a risk today by voting on Team Pig. I can respect that risk that you guys took, and you know, congratulations to you guys for taking that risk. And now you guys are going to get a great payout. But you know, for me personally, I wanted to take the safe route, which is why I voted for GT. Trope in 1093, he put 200k on pink. Oh, bro, GG's to him. GG's. You guys gotta let me know later on how much the payout is gonna be. You guys gotta let me know. I'll also let you guys know how much I get. I got 200k on GT. So I'll let you guys know how much I get as well. You guys want to see the individual kills? Alright, sure. Okay, that's the individual kills. Makote is in number 1. Chisgul is in number 4. He was in number 2 earlier, but obviously I think Chisgul zeroed himself. He literally zeroed himself. He was down to like less than 80 million power. I don't even know if Chisgul is still streaming. He's probably like, maybe he run out of troops already. I'm not sure if he's still streaming or not. But yeah, he basically zeroed himself. Chisgul. Who is the 4th team in your camp? GT1 Pink and BTA. BTA is the team, bro. BTA. Wait. Let me go to pack points. Okay, so you see that this is the top 5. See the top 5 right now? All of these top 5 are allies with us except for 2489. 2489 is the only enemy right now in this top 5. And I was just showing you guys earlier, like we were building a flag towards the ziggurat. And once we get that ziggurat, that should be GG's. Like that's going to basically knock out 2489 from having the ability to proceed to the next round. Let me just take a look at the middle of the map real quick. So you can see we've actually just got that flag built right now. So I guess we're just waiting on Team 1 to basically like delete the flag or something. They're going to have to delete a flag here and allow us to build. But once they do that and we take the Supreme Spire, it's going to be GG's for 2039. They're going to be knocked out. But obviously Team 1, they do need to let us do that. They might try to... They're probably going to keep building for now. I'm guessing they're going to keep building for now. Because they're probably trying to like clear out MTR completely. Like that also could be what they're waiting on doing. Just to clear out MTR first. Matchups next week could get crazy. Absolutely. What happened to 2377? We just locked them out basically. So 2377 is basically locked out from the map now. So basically like what happened at the start of the stream is like we had an early engagement here in this corner. And they did a great job at like, you know, pushing us back. But this is where 2377, they didn't do so well, was when it came to flag building. We actually had a much faster flag build time. than 2377, and basically that allowed us to get to the circle quicker than 2377, and we actually got the first occupation of this circle here, which is why you can actually see 2377, they have 0 points right now. They have 0 points because they haven't been able to occupy the circle. And that, like I said, they played really good on the field. They have some super strong players, really strong garrisons and rallies, but we did have a faster build team, and that allowed us to get the occupation here of the Supreme Circle. Right here. We've had this since the beginning of the game. So we've been occupying this since the very beginning. So that's what happened. And then, like, of course, we had Team 1 as well. These are our allies. So Team 1, they did come and help us as well. And we definitely couldn't have done it without Team 1. Like, there's no way we could have done it without Team 1. So that was obviously, like, a really big help. Like, in terms of a 1v1 with 2377, yeah, there's no way we could have done that. Like, they were obviously beating us on the field early on in the match when it was that 1v1 that was happening. And yeah, so now you're basically seeing pretty much this is going to be the last flag of 2377, and this is going to be GG's for 2377 basically after this flag is done. It doesn't matter, you did awesome job, much better than them. Exactly, bro. Like, we had a faster flag build, and like, yeah, obviously we couldn't have done it without Team 1. There's no way we could have done it without Team 1. But the reality is we had a faster flag build than 2377, and that's what set us up for a really strong position into this match. We got the first occupation, and there you go. That's how we've set ourselves up. Thing is, they went really soft, and their leadership did many mistakes. Well, so like I said earlier, bro, like, the funny thing about this game mode, like, is it's a game mode full of whales. And when you have a game mode full of whales, what basically happens is you have players that are used to other people building flags. Whales are not good at building flags. I'm sorry to say, but it's true. Whales are not good at building flags. That is not their strong point. Their strong point in KVK is fighting and being a tank. That is literally what a whale does. And when you have a game mode full of whales, that is literally all you have. You have a game mode entirely full of whales, and most of these players are not used to building flags. Well, unless someone actually steps up for the duty, that team is going to get left behind. They're going to get left behind. And that's kind of what happened with 2377. They didn't get the flags built fast enough. And now, you know, I'm not saying that's the only reason they're losing. I'm just saying that's what set us up in a really good position at the start of the game. So if anything, 2377, like, if there's any mistake that I would be critical of on their behalf, it would be they need to get their flags built a lot faster in the future. But being able to, like, actually get your whales to build flags like that, that's the challenge. Like I said, when you have players that are used to being a tank in a KVK and all they want to do is fight, it's very difficult to get those type of players organized. Like, I'm sorry to say, that's the truth. That's how the game works. Yeah, field fighting is incredibly important, but you have to build territory to set up a good position for your team. And in this match, you know, you guys can watch from this, you can replay the stream or go back to the start of the game. You can clearly see our team built faster. Yes, they were stronger than us on the field. They have bigger whales than us. You know, they obviously smashed us in kills. Look, they're in number 1 in kills. Absolutely. Great. You guys are amazing fighters. 100%. I'm not going to deny that. But we still outplayed them by building flags faster. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. You get the flags built quicker, you're going to win the game. You're going to win KVK, or you're going to win, you know, the Supreme Strife in this particular instance here. We're playing Supreme Strife. But it's the same in KVK as well. You know, you get a good territory set up in KVK, you're going to win KVK. That's basically, it's as simple as that. Sometimes making plans and diplomacy play a bigger role than just swarming flags. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But even like, just beside the actual diplomacy, you know, the biggest question is, how do you get those whales to become organized and focus on the territory rather than kills? That's the biggest question. If you guys have the answer to that, you let me know, because I don't know myself. Honestly, I don't know. Like, we managed to pull it off today in Team Pink. And like I said, look, I'm not trying to point my fingers at like one particular team here. This isn't really like focused at 2377. I'm just saying, in general, for all teams, every single team is going to be facing this issue, right? Every single team here is going to be facing this one issue. How do you get the whales to build flags? That is the big money question right there. If you guys have the answer, you guys let me know. Because I don't know. Message Ghost Rider and he will teach you how to be the best from a whale. The best form of a whale. Alright, there you go. So apparently it has been done. Apparently it has been done, guys. We have Ghost Rider from Team 1. Let's go see if we can find Ghost Rider. I think we can look at like... Pretty sure we can look at like players member list here, right? Let's see if we can find Ghost Rider. Let's see. Where is Ghost Rider? Is he in this team? There he is, Ghost Rider. Alright, so this guy's from 1093, so he's obviously like an experienced player. And I know 1093, like, they probably would have that whole thing completely sorted out that we just discussed. Like having whales being able to build flags. I'm sure that 1093 are able to do that. Like, obviously they always have, you know, a great territory set up. And that kind of translates into the one team as well, which is like, you know, primarily made up of 1093 players. So Ghost Rider, he looks like a total beast, by the way. 282 million power right now. He's probably already dropped a ton of power as well. So there you go, guys. So I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna make up the rest of our points. It also seems as though 2489 are going to be losing this circle very, very shortly. So maybe we won't even have to get the ziggurat. It doesn't seem like we're even going to need to get the ziggurat. Because 2489, once they lose this circle, as soon as they lose this circle, we're going to be moved up into the top 4. You can see there's only a 200-point difference between Team Pink and 2489. So that's going to be GG's in the next 5 or 10 minutes. That is going to be GG's for 2489. And that will basically secure our victory for today's match. All right, so it's actually almost getting to the GG point, guys. It's almost getting to the GG point. And I'm probably not going to stream like for another hour and a half because, you know, it seems as though things are starting to wrap up. It looks like 2377 have given up. They've all left. Let me see if there's any other teams fighting right now. MTR have basically left. 2489, are they still fighting? Maybe they've given up as well. Yeah, they've given up. So it's pretty much GG's, guys. At this point, it's basically GG's. And I'm definitely not gonna stream for another hour and a half, like, of just watching, you know, flags burn and stuff like that. I think it's safe to say that we've won this game at this point. There's basically no fighting happening anyway now. It's probably safe to say that we've won this game. This is the final, or not the final result, but this is basically the result here of the kills. So, you know, 2377, they did get their top 1 in kills here. But unfortunately for the players who voted for 2377, I think someone in the chat earlier said that there were 430 million people who, or 430 million coins voted on 2377. So, you know, I'm sorry to you guys, but also thank you to you guys as well, because now we're all going to have a beautiful paycheck at the end of today. So I'm looking forward to my paycheck. I'm sure you guys are as well. And again, I'm sorry to you guys if you did vote for 2377. Better luck next time. And also, guys, like, I'm gonna say it one more time, if you haven't already, seriously, subscribe to the channel. We're going to the grand final next week, guys. It's all gonna come to an end next week. The grand finale of the first ever Supreme Strife tournament. So I'm super excited for that. I hope you guys are excited as well. Subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out. And I'm going to end the stream here and leave you guys to it. So, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys. Goodbye, my friends.